Procrastination is the silent assassin, and there is great power in the present moment. You know, the road to someday leads to a town called nowhere. So whatever you've been putting off, whatever you've been saying, I'll start that next week, next month, next year, that'll be next year's New Year's resolution. Whatever that is, chances of it happening are very, very slim. There's only one time, that time is right now, the present moment. So whatever it is you've been putting off, whatever you've been procrastinating on, it's time to do it. It's time to make that happen. It's time to let go of all the excuses, all the invisible stories that have been holding you back. Because the only thing that's stopping you from getting what you want in life is the story that you have of why you can't have it. Make sense? So by letting go of that story, you can open up and allow that to manifest in your life. So think about it. What have you been procrastinating on? What have you been thinking that, I'll do that someday? Remember, the road to someday leads to a town called nowhere. Never going to happen. The time is right now. The time is in the present moment. So here's what you do. A very simple process. What if you don't change? What if you don't change your life? What if you don't start that new health routine? What if you don't start cutting out all that crappy processed food, all that rubbishy meat and dairy, and get onto this plant-based diet? What if you don't do that? What if you just keep doing what everybody else is doing? What if you keep living that sedentary lifestyle? What if you just keep doing what everybody else is doing? You know what's going to happen? If you keep doing what everybody else is doing, you're going to get what everybody else has. And when you look at the statistics of 1 in 3 people getting cancer, 1 in 2 or 3 people getting heart disease, 1 in, I think, 5 now maybe getting diabetes, osteoporosis, arthritis, all these really debilitating diseases, you know, what's left? A very small percentile. A very small percentile. And the thing is that it's all our personal choice. Every single day we wake up, we have a choice of health or disease. And every single thing we do that day will move us more towards either one of those. So you're at a fork in the road right now, and you have a choice. Where are you going to go? So you need to get some leverage to get associated to, because you think, oh, that's going to happen someday. You know, I feel good now, I feel healthy now, I'll worry about my diet, I'll worry about my exercise routine, I'll worry about reducing my stress levels, you know, next year, whenever I've got this out of the way. You gotta let go of that story. Never gonna happen. It's when you make a choice and when you say no more, never again, that's it, I'm not settling for that anymore, and I'm shifting things right now. That's when your life changes. So, start looking right now, 5 years in the future. What happens if you don't change? What if you don't change? What if you just keep doing what everybody else is doing? Look 10 years in the future. How's your life going to look like? Look 20 years in the future. This is the process. Look 20 years in the future. Really look at it. Pause this video. Really think about it. Where's your life going to go if you don't take charge of your health right now? What's going to happen? Not a pretty picture. If I look at the people around here, to give you an example, where I live here in Spain, there's a lot of wealthy retired people around here. And there's 2 types of people. Most people around here are in serious trouble. They seem to have all the wealth, they've got a lot of money, they've got big houses and everything, but they can't enjoy any of it. You know, most people on the street, they're suffering from one thing or the other. You know, they've got I know a guy who's got really bad knees, he can't walk properly, he can't get upstairs, he's in a bad way. And another woman won't leave the house because she's so overweight. A couple of guys in the street have cancer. You know, the list goes on. Another woman's got arthritis, she's on so much medication. Like literally, these people live in these big nice houses, but they can't enjoy any of their wealth. I would rather be living like one of the Moroccan guys down who lives in a shack down the road, who takes the metal out of the skip and sells that. I'd prefer to be him and have his health than be one of these people living in these big wealthy houses. You know, so it's now's the time to make a choice. I also see people down the road as well. There's a tennis club down the road, and there's also people in their 70s and 80s, and they're running around, knocking the tennis ball back and forward. These are the people, and they're a small percentile that have made the choice. They're the people that have made the choice of health. They're the people that get up every day, do some form of exercise, take care of their diet, take care of their health, and they're reaping the rewards. They're in the retirement now, and they're able to really enjoy it. You know, literally, like pure white hair in their 70s and 80s, and they're walloping that tennis ball back and forward. They really give me a run for my money on tennis, and you know, quarter of their age, half their age. So make that choice. Look at what's going to be like, and then come back to now, see how painful that would be, then switch it and see all the massive benefits, how bright your future will look when you make that choice today, when you make that choice that you're not going to settle for having those low standards anymore, those low standards for your health, those low standards for your fitness, those habits that really don't serve you, and make a choice to change it today. And that might mean taking a big shift. That might mean going to the cupboards, taking all that processed food, all that junk food, and just throwing it all out, or giving it to the poor, whatever it is. And then just going and buying all fruit and vegetables a day, and just going on a full cleanse for a week, and just getting all that crap out of your body. You know, that might be a great start. Start getting up early in the morning, doing your exercise routine every single morning, an hour. Get out in the fresh air, go for a walk, go for a swim, go to the gym, whatever. Make that choice now, and 10, 20 years down the road, you'll think back and you'll think, God, I'm glad I made that choice. When you look at the other people around you that are dying, that are living a substandard life because they made those poor choices. Because you know, it takes courage not to follow the herd. Because the opposite to courage is not cowardice, but it's conformity. People conforming to what everybody else is doing. The thing is, if you do what everyone else is doing, you're going to get what everybody else has. And you really don't want that. If you follow the sheep, you're going to get sheared with them. So make a choice now to be an individual, to choose health, to choose life, to choose raising your standards higher than anyone else would ever expect of you, and blow people's minds. Be a leader, and then other people will follow when they see your lead. So take action right now. Get out a pen and paper and write down everything that you're not going to stand for again in your life. All your new habits that you're going to create in your life. From your health habits, your fitness habits, your life habits. And start to do them every single day. And tick them off every single day that you do them. And before long, 6 months down the line, you're going to have a completely new life. Might start off a little bit, you make a little change here. Go down a week, it doesn't look like much. You keep going, keep going, keep going. 6 months down the line, your life is completely different, and you'll remember this video. My name is Armstrong. Tune in next time.